Welcome to Winter Snow, Layer 4. All right, so this would be Layer 4. We just finished up Layer 3, and it's been sitting up in my studio for a few days, and I've had some thoughts about what I want to do next. And so I definitely want to do a lot more trees, so you'll see this effect up there. And a few more things I'm going to do here. Not too much. The house is pretty much done, but I'll do just a few more small things there. And of course, the snow. Let's get a lot more snow coming down here also. All right, so that's it. So let's get started. I dip my brush in the water, get it a little bit damp here. And I'm just going to play around and just run some different colors in the snow, and let's see. A lot of this is sort of fun to do, really. It's just pushing and poking snow. So I'm throwing in different colors. Up here, it's not too strong. As you get closer, it's stronger. That's the way with all paintings. Further things are away, they're lighter, even the snow. So strong blue would be pretty much down here, the stronger blue. And see, this one I'm going to lighten a little bit just because it's further back. I'm going to do some cross hatching also with a gray blue. All right. And of course, this is a little small, the brush. I'm going to get a bigger brush because I want to sort of cover this guy. So let's see. Let's take this brush here. Okay. And let's see. Yeah. I like that one. And let's go up here. Get some paint in here. Yeah, and it's pretty light up there. Let's get these snowbanks up against the house. And these are, yeah, we're just going to cover. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Some of this is just filling. Yeah, there is a lot of grayish blue up there. So it's okay to start, like, I mentioned that word markers before. We just ran some lines here and there. And so they were markers, like I had them a little dark up here. Now I've quieted them down there. And I still have some of the underpainting showing through. And I'll even add to the underpainting. Like I might, for example, just do something like that. So it stands out a little bit. It doesn't take long. It's sort of a yellowish tan. I'm making it yellowish. Gray. I need some more gray. Gray and white. Yeah, that's a good color. Okay, let's just fill in some color here. And there too. Let's get some more of that gray white. More. More stronger blue. Give me some stronger blue. Yep, that's it. Crosses. Stronger blue. Coming up. So I'm just dabbing and being... Remember that song, Free Falling? I'm free falling a little bit here. Just filling up. And maybe I'll make a few little happy. They got some gray coming down here. But along with the gray, there's some blue. So let's take the blue. Along with the gray. So this field looks like it's been trodden by vehicles sort of driving around it there. And so we want to make it predominantly looking like snow, but some areas are breaking through with a yellowish color, but I need to keep adding a lot more snow colors, blues. And so snow is generally in so many of the pictures, and I've painted a few, and I've certainly watched lots of them, and so many of the snow colors, I'm purposely using that color to slim that tree down. It was a little too fat for my liking. But yeah, so much of the snow scenes that I have seen other artists paint, it's generally white and blue mixture white and blue are the colors intermingled to make snow. Ah, it's sort of like that, Natalie. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. So if I see something I like that, what do, Natalie?
Change it.
No, I leave it.
I'm kidding.
You are kidding. You're joshing me. If I see something I like, of course, Natalie.
Paint over it right away.
No. Oh, very funny. Very funny. Ha ha ha. So now we're getting some more energy. I like energy, but I need to do more. I need to cover some of that yellowish background. We want it just poking through, but not dominating. So we're changing it so we just see it coming through. All right, let's go up on the top here and dab along between the trees. There's some snow. Okay, more paint, Bill. Don't be so stingy. Get some paint on that brush. Okay, so I'm mixing. You can see the way I'm mixing. I got blues and I just pull in some white. So I usually work, well, here's my blue, but I take it and I put it here, and then I pull white in until I like the sort of mixture. And sometimes I'm really not sure, but I'll touch it here and see. It's pretty strong, but yeah. And I'm holding my brush very lightly. So I do want to get up here and dab. I want to remember also to add, we just did one little dark layer coming along here and it's back there, but I want to work on that a little bit too. There's a lot of, we're at the stage now where there's a lot of finishing stuff to do. And I see myself probably doing a couple more layers. So I don't really have to finish too much. So I like to keep it like easy and fresh. Let me get some, I'm getting, this is my clear gel over there. So I want to sort of paint the bottom here, paint all that yellow right out. And just put some more color, splash it, pop it in there. Yeah. Once in a while I have to back up and look to see what's going on because yeah, I think things are coming along there. I won't always necessarily do it like this wonderful Russian artist did it, but I might, be open to doing my own version. Generally, I like to make things pop a lot, which means the interplay of my colors pop maybe even more than what I'm copying. So that's the story. All right. So we have, I'm not sure what's on my brush. I'm going to use this area here to just wipe my brush. How's that sound? But I like, you see now I see a little mixture of different colors. And I sort of like that. I'm going to, I want it strong there now because there is a few strong colors here. Yeah, I'm just playing around there, that's all. That's my version, that's all. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of just general poking. Poke, 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 poke. And turning the brush to get off any different kind of colors. I need a little more paint. Okay. Every time I go over there, I don't have any paint left. Let's bring some paint over here. Nope, I didn't do. What is it, a magic area that doesn't want to take any paint? Let's see. Yeah, I finally got some paint over here. Thank you very much. And I want to just, that's what I want to do, okay? Just splash it like that. And I want to do that in different places. Why? I don't know. I just, you know, you got to go with your own eye. I think I've mentioned that before, that your eye has its own intelligence. Now, what does that mean? Your eye has its own intelligence. Your eye will look without any conversation with your brain. Your eyes sometimes say, do that, or do that. So, you keep doing things and let your eye allow it to, in other words, don't override necessarily your eye. Your eye has its own mind about what things look like, and so trust your artist eye. In fact, you will use that eye walking around on the street or downtown in your neighborhood, and all of a sudden you're looking at things like it could be a picture or some scene looks pretty interesting. So your eye develops to become an artist eye, which is a pretty cool thing because you're always seeing the possibilities of something that could be interesting or artistic or a nice design. And a lot of artists sometimes that like to do plein air, which means they like to go out and about, they go out into the woods and walk around until they see something that really strikes them, and then they paint it. So I'm a studio painter. I'm all set up comfortably. I'm 86 years old. Do I want to stand out there freezing my butt off in the snow, waiting for something to happen, or maybe I'll meet a bear or something like that that'll chase me? No, I think I'd rather be in my studio with Natalie filming away. And so we're getting, as I sit here and just look at my painting, we're getting, I'm knocking it off. We're getting a lot more snow now. And I'm not done, but I've filled up quite a lot. So what do I do now? All right, let me see if I can use this brush. I need to spritz my paint here. The acrylics, I always spritz it a little bit with my spritzer here, just to keep them nice and moist. Acrylics, and it doesn't take much. I really love this little setup now. I've used other kind of setups over the years, but this preserves the paint, and it doesn't take much. A lot of times I just have to take, if I need some more room, I'll just take a little piece of paper like this, and I can create a space for myself to mix some paint on. And I just take that and throw that down there, and I'll even take a second one here. I'm just showing you how easy it is to create some space. Some people have such colorful and interesting shapes just in their palette that they wish they could put a frame on the palette because they look pretty cool. Anyhow, so I've just washed my brush. I'm gonna stick my fingers in there too, and dry my fingers. And I've spritzed the palette. Now I'm going to do a little more of, it's a brown and black, and this is a greenish color, and this is also green. I'm going to take the green down there and mix it in so I have a darkish green. Now I want to make that, and I'm using one tip of the brush, and this one I want to get lower, but I'm building this tree a little bit. And I'll just take some dark, and I'll do a nice big area right here. Kaboom. Okay, that's good. I like that. I like that. And we're going out here. Yeah, this brush is fine for doing that. we're going to, when this dries, I'm going to shoot this tree up along here anyway. It's a nice blue, has a bluish trunk. I like that, so I'll work that later. Right now I'm doing this bigger tree. It's fairly dark in this area and then it goes straight on up. So I'm going to be putting some more dark brown, green, and I'm dabbing it. Okay, just dabbing, because I want some of it to be shooting through. So I build slowly this tree. Okay, now this guy has a little dark there, and then I think I see a second little tree quietly going out like that. Okay, I can do that. Why is he quiet? I don't know why he's quiet. Trees are generally quiet, but I don't know why I said that word, but he's sort of I just noticed him now. Okay. Just touching and dabbing. Okay, so I'm building, as you can see. So this tree shoots out a bit over there. Okay. It's a big tree. So we're building, definitely. I'm almost out of paint, and that's cool. All right, boom. Okay, so now I need to change brushes because I want to make a lot of branches and stuff. So let me wash this one. What is that? What kind of language is dish one? Okay, so now I'm on switch to a much smaller brush because I have a little detail. I'm going to do a little bit to the house here, and I think this little brush is the answer. So I can paint it with the wide end of it, or also I can make some tree branches by using the blade of it, the thin blade, and just go up to do some more of these branches. That's my theory, but right now I want to just get a sort of a darkish blue and paint it like this. Put a little more paint on it. And now I want to get just a little bit of black to put a post. I got the one post. I want to do that. One more. Yeah, just a little side of it, just to do some stuff here. That's all. And do one more. Okay. What else do I want to do? Put a dark line here. A little bit more color there. All right, just to fiddle around. And I want to do that. So, do I want to do anything else to the, since I have a little bit of dark, I'll put it right there. Bluish dark right there. All right, that takes care of the house. Now, let's do some trees here, brown and black. Again, I'm going to use the side here. Well, actually, a few of the trees can be pretty big. I'm going to have one that's going to be pretty big. It's going to come out and go like that. Let's do that again. Boom. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to just let's see, more of this black and blue, and I'm just going to do very lightly, hardly. You could just pull right out of my hand. I'm holding it that lightly. Okay. Slim that one down. More of the same. We are just, so there's quite a lot. Let's start right here. Okay, let's have them start there. I have my tree a little lower than that tree. It's in the snow, but that's okay. I can still show things coming out of the ground here. Yeah, we just want to do a lot of filling up. Now, I really want to start this tree. It's the one that's sort of blue and black. And it's going to come up. I need to make it a little bit lighter just so I can see it, and then I can change the colors. Okay. Yeah. I like. Let's do that again, because yeah, it's a different version, but let's see if I can build on that. Now I want to have another branch. So I'll do it light and then I can darken it up. All right, look at that. Interesting. Let's make this thicker here. I'm doing this freehand. I'm not even resting my hand. If I was smarter, I would have done it like this, so I have a lot more control. But I will now. The funny thing is that I'm going to do a dark and now I'm going to do blue. Let me get some more blue. I want to definitely bring out the blue. It's not everywhere, it's just a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. Ah, look at that. I put a little black there. Yeah, you definitely have to rest your hand on something. A lot of times artists have a stick, and I sort of have that stick around, and then you put it across, but not touching the painting, the stick, and then you can rest your hand on that prop. And so I'm putting in more tree to blend that in so it doesn't look as thick. See how I can cheat? I thinned out the branch by putting tree. I can do that. You know, you make mistakes and you can figure out a way to yeah. Okay, so we're getting a version I'm putting in the dark, and then I'm going to clean the brush and I'm going to put a little more blue up there because I like the blue. Okay, let's a little more. Yeah. How about a little more here? Yep. All right, that's good. Now we still need more trees around. But I see one tree has some blue. I have it on the brush right here, Natalie, so I'm just gonna stick it on here, okay? Used it all up. Okay. Boom. All right. And so you just sort of fool around. Like I'm going to make a whole new branch. That's going to come right in here. Then I guess I have to do a little bit of dark. Yeah, let me make it a little bit thicker right here. Okay. Now, I want a little bit of black. So that branch pops out. I want it to pop out. Yeah. Okay. So we're pretty good shape as far as these different trees are there. So let's go back to a brown. And how about some more trees? I'm going to use the side of the, so it's the blade of this, and come up, come up. More paint, black and brown. All right, now we're having more. Whole holding it very lightly and just pulling more with your arm than your wrist or your fingers. Okay, now we're getting a lot of those branches. There's more branches in here too. You can see them coming up here more. So let's do that. More of the same. The trees come up here. Okay, just a few more. That's it. Okay, I'm going to retire this brush and bring out a very, well, I think we call it the dagger, the stiletto.
That's right.
Because we're going to make some just small ones here. Before I retire this, do I want any particular snow? Let's see. Right here, I want a few strong ones that are pretty strong. I never cleaned this brush and it has a nice color of tans to it. Well, let's wash it out a little more because we need to get more blue and cream colored. Oh, I see where I got it. I got it from the neighbor here. The white is, the neighbor is this tan. All right, but let's get some blue here. Yeah, we want some strong ones. And I like covering things over one more time. I need a little more yellow down here now. Yellow and cream. Do you know what I mean? Yellow and cream. How about my finger around here? Yeah, okay. Some more. So this is like finished stuff, basically. I'm doing things that you do right at the end, and you let your eye wander, and then it looks around and sees what it can do. So maybe I can just do the rest with the dagger, because it can be used differently. And so I want to make sure this, and this I push out here because they need to be washed in the kitchen sink. Okay, here's my dagger. Since I've been poking a little with my finger, I'm washing my finger off also. And the dagger, I'm gonna just leave it be damp. Here we go. I see something right away I want to do with the blue. I want to emphasize look at that, Natalie. Pop it out, baby. Okay. How about a little boom, boom, boom. Let me just do that. Oh, I'm getting excited here. So I see at the bottom here, that doesn't really make sense. Okay, that's better. Now let me clear that off. Wash the brush. Okay, so I got some blue. I noticed one other tree. It's shooting across. It has some blue. Okay, that's fine. Now let me give, just gonna go dark here, and I'm going to do a few more I'm doing it a little darker because you can hardly see mine here. So that's better. Yeah. How about a few more here? Okay, yeah. Now let's see, are we done with the house here? Any poking around? No, that's okay. Just do a little
Preview.
a preview, okay? How's that for a preview right there? All right, so we'll do one more episode. This was number 4. We call it an episode, or I call it the layer. It's definitely a one more layer, and we'll see what else we want to do. But it's coming along pretty well. I hope you guys out there are happy with what you're doing, and if it's not, I just see something right here. My eye saw it. This tree gets lost in here. All right, let's make it lost now, because I'm going to make the tree fatter. And now that tree is lost. Okay, Natalie, tell me to stop.
Stop.
Okay.
I keep trying to tell you.
See you next time.
I need to be more.
Assertive.
I've been telling you lightly.
Okay.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.